Guys, how is it going? Welcome back to another episode of Touchline. And we're here obviously gonna talk about the Champions League. What happened? What are my thoughts? Obviously, we actually have some other thoughts in Spanish, and I'm gonna leave that in another video for today as well. So we're gonna have a double upload today. But anyways, let's talk about what happened. Let's go in chronic. I don't know in order. Let's just keep it simple like that. Obviously, I'm only gonna talk about the two games, which for me are basically the most important. There's another one that I do want to talk about as well. It's Liverpool versus PSG. But obviously, let's go Tuesday. Real Madrid versus Bayern. My Real Madrid, a team that obviously we all know that Real Madrid have not been, and I guess this has been the talk of the whole, you can say the whole season. They're not consistent. They're not, in times they're not as clinical as you want them to be. And in the night that basically is the most important night, which is the Champions League nights, this is where you gotta be, it's do or die. It's in the Santiago Bernabeu. It's one of the most important games of the season, if not the most important game of the season. And yet you come short. Real Madrid lose 2-1 against Bayern at home. Now, am I really worried about that? To a certain degree, I am not, because to be fair, a lot of people were talking about this Bayern team, and roses to Bayern, right? We gotta show respect to Bayern Munich because they are a team. They are a team. They play. They have such incredible individuals like Luis Diaz, Harry Kane, Olise, which for me was spectacular. I cannot deny the quality that this team has, man. This team is crazy good. And by far, the most important thing, they play as a team. And you saw it. We all saw it. Real Madrid were second best. And that, like I said, that is not a opinion. That is a fact. I think Real Madrid come out of there alive because 2-1 is too short to what the real result, in my opinion, was. I think Bayern and Real Madrid gave us a spectacular match. Honestly, as a Madrid, I'm happy it was 2-1 because that still gives us a chance. And when I say chance, listen to what I'm going to tell you. Whenever I say that gives us a chance, it doesn't mean that I think that we're going to win. It's just, I feel like now it's maybe 99 or 90-10, maybe. Now that we recover Militao, now that Jude is playing, maybe we can, maybe somehow do something. At the end of the day, I still see Bayern winning this tie. I I don't see how Real Madrid actually can defeat this Bayern. Am I accepting defeat? Not really. I just like to be, real with you guys. Honestly, it is insane how good this Bayern team is. Let's talk about the controversial talks real quick. I don't think there was a lot. There is a foul that a lot of people from other clubs are saying that the one where Oli said at the end of the game, it should have been a pen. In my opinion, I think it's shoulder to shoulder. I think it's just going at it. I don't think it's a foul. If that's a foul, then how come the one from Ta where he steps on Mbappe is not a red card? It's just honestly, and this like I said, there's gonna be another subject to talk about. But if that is a foul, and people are complaining about the referees, the referee in general this week in Champions League was awful. And going a little bit forward with the whole Barcelona and Atleti, it was awful. The referee was awful. I am a Real Madrid fan, but as a Real Madrid, I cannot deny that handball inside the area was not a handball. For me, it was a pen. But that just shows how bad the referee has been. So going back to Real Madrid, yeah, Olise, he's incredible, dude. He is fantastic. He is amazing. I said it before, man. I think I've only seen one game of Bayern Munich this season, and it was in the Champions League. The guy glides, dude. The guy glides through the pitch. It's insane how good he is. I love him. And now I'm listening that Real Madrid, Florentino Perez wants him. I don't know where you put him though. I don't know where you put him. I don't want to fail Real Madrid with superstars, and you don't know how to play with superstars. I just don't think it's the right move for Real Madrid. I think it's difficult enough to have all these superstars in the same team. The only way that I see Olise fitting this Real Madrid team is if you take out either Vini or Mbappe. That's the only way. Rodrigo, I don't think Rodrigo is a problem, but okay. Still going back to the game. Like I said, so I think that Olise was been great. Striker wise, Harry Kane spectacular. Honestly, I think he leads the way right now to being Ballon d'Oro if England makes it, they win the World Cup, or whether, they make it far into the World Cup. I think Harry Kane has an incredible season. I think he has like 40 plus goals for Bayern Munich. I think he has like 49. It is incredible how good he is. The finishing, it's spectacular, man. At the edge of the box, he finesses that to the bottom, and it's insane. Now, here's the thing where all my Madrid fans, I think, whether or not Courtois saves that is for us to, never know. But at the same time, like I said, I cannot take away how good Harry Kane finishing is. Luis Diaz, again, man, another crazy guy. He's really, really, filthy when it comes to like dribbling. One more thing I got to say about Real Madrid. Carreras, for the first time, he's taking on Lamine Yamal, and he's actually being very decent against Lamine Yamal. But against Olise, oh my, he made him look like an amateur La Liga Division 2 player, man. This guy was crazy. It's just so crazy how good Olise is. I love the guy, dude. He's so incredible. Pavlovic, who was the other one? Kimmich, crazy. Here's the reason why I think Real Madrid still has a 10% chance of, winning this tie, is because as much as you want to say that, Bayern could have won this easily 4-1, 4-2, even 5-1, whatever, Real Madrid had chances too. Manuel Neuer took us back to 2014, where he was the best goalkeeper in the world, and yet again yesterday or Tuesday, I mean, he was the best player for Bayern. He saved so many good chances. Like a lot of people are saying, if Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. were on their day, they could have easily scored 1 or 2 goals. But at the end of the day, ifs don't matter in football. It is what it is. You have to play what you have. And like I said, freaking Manuel Neuer took us back 10 years ago. Yes, he's like above 40. I think he's like 40. And damn, that these saves that he made, man. So yeah, do I see Real Madrid? Like I said, I think there's a 10% chance of them winning. I don't want to speculate and say, oh, Real Madrid are gonna, remontada. No, I see the reality. I see where we at. Real Madrid, it's a team full of individuals that don't play as a team. But some days, strange things happen. Some days, this pack of individuals just decides to play as a team, and they play as a team. So, like I said, I just don't know. I don't want to have the high hopes for this Real Madrid team. I just think that whether or not are we going to make it, I hope we do. It will be really amazing to see this Real Madrid make it all the way to the Champions League final. And yeah, that's what I got to say about Real Madrid. I think that this game has been a real showing of how good Bayern Munich is and why they're favorites. The other one that I think, the other game going on at the same time on Tuesday, it was Arsenal against Sporting. It's so important, and I see why. It's so important to get a good result away, because when you're at home, you have the crowd with you. And Arsenal were celebrating at the end of at the end of those moments at Sporting. They were celebrating that 1-0 against Sporting, like it was, And at the end of the day, this is Champions League, man. You don't have to be the very best to win this league, to win this cup. And that shows Real Madrid. There have been cases that they're not the best team, but they win it because they know how to play this cup. So going to Arsenal, I think it's fantastic what they're doing. Now, I think that they're the second favorite to win this Champions League, and they did a very good, choice to go and win at Sporting. Even though you might say that game was boring, I didn't see it. I just saw the highlights. It is what it is. I mean, it is what Arsenal are playing these days. It's kind of a boring game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just saw the highlights. It was a pretty game. I think, like I said, I think everyone was watching Bayern versus Real Madrid. At the end of the day, Arsenal are 1-0 going back to the Emirates. And I think that, there's not going to be surprising there. I think that Arsenal are going to win that game. And they're going to face either, at the moment, Atleti or Barcelona. So that's going to be it for this episode. I just wanted to talk more about Real Madrid. I'll talk about Barcelona the next time I see you guys, which I'm going to probably upload 3 times today at this channel. But like I said, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, the best team in the world, which against basically history. And like I said, I just see it very, very unlikely that Real Madrid make it. But at the end of the day, 99 or 90-10, I'm still backing this team. I'm still here all the way into the board. The odds are against us, but at the end of the day, it's not that. It's just that Real Madrid are Real Madrid. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. What do you think of the game? And yeah, I'll see you guys next time on the next video, man. Peace.